Hi! I immediately touched my mic as soon as I started recording.
But that's fun.
That's cool.
I mean, I guess you could just, clip that off in the
I
beginning.
could.
Or you could leave it in so that everybody gets ear damage.
Yeah, that's fine. As if they haven't already gotten ear damage from all of the screaming into the mic that I do.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot more chaos than just bumping a mic.
Or, when Bella kicked it off the table and I just left it in.
Yep. It's part of the experience now.
It's character.
Yes.
I'm also just going to keep adjusting my mic for all day.
You look so professional. You got your tea. You got your legs crossed. Like
my
you're
jammies
in a talk
without
show.
a bra on. Sitting in a pile of blankies.
I mean, just
And this...
I think it's so wild because it's just you sitting upright for once.
I'm not because I'm sweaty and I gotta air out.
I feel you. It's about to be real sweaty in here. We got 6 beings.
You even have the window open even though it's negative
12 degrees out.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun.
Yeah, good times.
It's...
You know what I realized?
What?
We haven't introduced ourselves for 4 episodes.
I mean, we introduced ourselves in the beginning. They can go back to the beginning if they want to know who I am.
You have to watch the first episode if you want to know who I am.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I also don't use our names in the descriptions either, so good.
Yeah.
It's I
I don't like talking about
hello.
me as a person.
Was that me?
No, it was me.
Okay. Well, it reminded me to turn the sound off on my phone.
Yeah.
Any of you who watched last week will remember how Kate's mic just stopped halfway through. So we're doing some experiments to see if we can fix that.
It's cursed.
It's cursed.
It's cursed.
Everything about editing that episode was miserable, and I hate it, and I hope that you all enjoy it because it has to be worth something. But we've made it to episode 7.
We've done 7 episodes.
Oh my, it was epic. It was number 6.
Episode 6.
That's why.
So this one has to be blessed,
The
right?
devil's number.
Oh. It's because Satan's ew.
We talked about him too much.
Yeah.
He was like, you can't.
Mm-mm.
We were making fun of him for getting treed by Stingy Jack, and he was
By
like,
his
fuck
ex.
you.
And yeah.
So anyway, fun topic to move us out of spooky season. We're going to talk about furries.
And why just about everyone in our generation...
Here's what I've decided. Everyone who's a millennial onwards is conditioned by the media to be a furry.
What is it about animators that are yeah, I'm gonna make this lion sexy? The fuck?
Do you think they intended to make him sexy, or did they just accidentally discover that giving animals eyebrows makes them hot?
No, but listen, have you seen Can You Feel the Love Tonight? They made her sexy on purpose.
She did give him bedroom eyes.
Yeah, they made her sexy on purpose. They did that on purpose.
Okay, that's they do that with cats, though. Okay,
yeah.
Some of the ones that are on my list.
Or
cats have been over-sexualized for a long time, which is weird. But if you think about it...
They're associated with women, so...
Yeah. Because I have a list of... Which I can't look at now, which I just realized because you're using my phone to record. That's fine, though. I remember most of them. But, some of the... a few of the ones that I had on there are... Catwoman, Black Cat, and Cat Noir, which are all basically the same character except the fact that one of them is a teenage boy, but all people dressed in black leather cat suits. Hello?
What is Black Cat from?
She's basically Marvel's version of Catwoman.
Yeah, it's just, like, they're just oddly sexualized. And I don't understand it. Like, I could pick out several...
Trout. Oh no, that was Bella this time.
Are
My
you
apologies,
hacking up?
ma'am. Trout's just been, like, hacking up hair for a week,
Ooh.
so it's fun.
Okay, so back to my thought. So, no, you're good. I can pick out several characters who were anthropomorphized. Anthropomorphized? Either way, they were anthro characters, and they had purple eyeshadow and an hourglass figure on a rat, on a cat, on a rat.
Like, they just, like, why is
Like-
purple eyeshadow, like, the hoe look?
I don't know.
I'm even now, she wasn't anthropomorphized, but the, I can't remember her name, but the dog in Lady and the Tramp who's, like, the hoe.
hooker dog?
Yeah.
She has purple eyeshadow.
None of the other dogs have eyeshadow, but
No.
she's, like, all set up.
How did these animals get eyeshadow? But I think it's
Now I'm
just...
thinking of Georgette from Oliver and Company, like, putting on her makeup.
Oh,
in the morning.
yeah. I mean, for that character, it worked because she was, like...
Like, it made sense because that was
fancy.
her thing, but yeah.
But, like, even in Oliver and Company, also, the street dog also had makeup
Yeah,
on.
you're right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And I think it also stems...
had, like, the purple eyeshadow, too. It's, like, specifically purple. Why?
Yeah. Who fucking knows? But, I think it also just stems from these characters being very personified, and so, like, you're like, okay, they're, like, a person, and they think like me,
Yeah.
or they think at the level that I do, so it's okay to sexualize them?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But also, they're, like, children's characters.
Yeah, well, they're children's characters, but they're not children themselves. Like,
True.
you know...
They're just, yeah.
Like, going back to Oliver and Company, they dealt with, like, a drug lord and a loan shark, so...
Yeah.
It's
A lot of
just-
things that I did not understand as a child. I was
Right.
just like, what is...
What's
What is
happening
the
here?
business these men are in? I don't
Why is
get it.
this big businessman attacking this homeless man for no reason?
We're gonna have to do an episode where we just, like, analyze shit we didn't understand in, like, Disney movies.
Yeah.
Not today. Today we're talking about furries.
There has been so many characters where I'm like, you know what? They could get it. Like, I don't understand.
I feel like the first obvious go-to, the one that I always think of, is Crystal the Fox.
She's, like, unreasonably sexy.
Like, there's even, at the end of Adventures, which is the game that she was introduced in, the, like, epilogue of that game is her, like, walking into the Great Fox, and it's just, like, sexy saxophone music. It's like
porn fucking music.
Yeah, even when Fox, like, first saw her, when
He,
she,
like,
like,
gets a
crapped on
boner.
her thing, he's, like, staring at her, there's, like, this sex, like, porn music playing.
Right?
And he's just like, wow.
That's a booty. Like, I get it.
Okay, Fox and Falco could also get it, but, like,
Yeah.
Crystal's just on another level.
She's
Like,
just-
they didn't have to do that.
She got the Pixar mom ass. Like,
Well, isn't she out here, like, not wearing any clothes, but, like, she got titties and, like...
she just... Yeah, it's...
And she's, like, a badass, too, so that just adds to the sex appeal.
Right.
Another one I was thinking about is, Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet.
Oh, yeah.
She
was hot.
Yeah.
And a badass.
Yeah.
Could get it.
Absolutely. Like,
Like, what
that's
is
one
she
of those that I, like, watch, and she does some badass shit, like, on her ship, whatever, and I'm just like, I'm so gay.
Yeah.
For this cat lady?
Lady?
I don't even know
She's
what
like
she
a
is.
monkey, cat
Yeah.
thing, dog.
I don't know, but she could get it.
Who knows? Alien lady. But, like, what are other characters? We were talking about Spirit.
Yeah.
Who knew that giving a horse eyebrows would make him hot?
Right? I actually, on my list, have a whole category of characters who are just animals, but they have eyebrows because they have eyebrows.
They have, like, human expressions that way, and that's what, I guess that's what make them hot. What make them hot?
What make them hot?
What makes them, like, attractive?
Yeah. But, like, I still just remember last time you and Emily and I watched Spirit, and we're just sitting here being like, who gave them the right to make this horse hot? Why is this horse hot? I don't understand.
I'm so conflicted. What the fuck?
This isn't right.
Right?
But also, just, like, for the same reasons. Fucking Dodger from Oliver and Company. Again.
He's also hot.
He's got eyebrows. He's got the cool sunglasses.
Right.
He got a voice.
He's cute, right? He sings.
He dances.
What the fuck?
Okay, and then Balto also has hot eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh, what is the girl dog's name?
Jenna.
Jenna. She's also really cute and pretty.
Is. Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But it's like, what? Fuck.
Also, Thomas O'Malley from Aristocats.
O'Malley, the alley cat.
I can't remember his whole last name, but
this might not be, like, a popular one, but Bagheera from The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
He's, like,
I get it.
Angry dad.
Yeah.
They just, like, they have eyebrows, and immediately they have, like, human expressions, and I'm like, alright, well,
yeah.
Fuck me.
Or even just, like, speaking of Lion King. Simba could get it.
Simba could get
Nala
it. Kovu could get it.
Kovu could totally get it.
He's like that edgy, face.
I just always remember thinking he was, like, so cool when I was a kid. I still think he's cool. But, like, because he had a mohawk when he was a kid, and I was like, that lion is the coolest lion.
Yeah. It's disturbing to me. Because I'm like, you know what? I get it. Why we're furries now. And, you know, furry characters have amazing creativity and art that has, like, gone into them, so I understand it. But I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. I'm just, like, looking back and just thinking about how I had crushes on all these animals when I was a kid.
Okay. Robin Hood? The Fox Robin Hood?
That one was on my list. I've actually never seen that movie. I've seen, like, clips from it and stuff, but that was on my list, too, because it was like, look at him.
Yeah. What the fuck? He's also, like, one of the sly characters, which I love that, like, characterization. It's like, but, what the fuck?
Right? Or I was even thinking fucking... Well, first I thought of Lola Bunny, because she's, like,
very
she very intentionally has sex appeal.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you can't watch Space Jam and watch Lola Bunny, like, come into the room and just, like, kick some ass and not be like, nice.
Right?
But also Bugs. Every time he dresses in drag, but specifically the opera
Viking
episode.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks great.
Excuse me?
What the fuck?
Like, why is that allowed?
I don't know. I remember having a crush on Max from, like, the Goofy movie, like, when he's older.
Yeah, I get it. That's another one that, I can't remember her name right now, but the girl from the Goofy movie, that's, like, a common one, I feel like, that people are like, why am I attracted to this? Who knows even what animals they are, but...
Right?
I think Goofy's supposed to be a dog.
But what the fuck are anybody else? They're like chipmunks.
Who knows?
What are they?
Also one that while I was looking this up just to see what other people were saying, I've never been like a huge Sonic person, but Amy Rose is also a common one, and Tails.
I don't get those, but I did have a huge crush on Shadow, though. And Silver, because I had Sonic 06 and it was awful, but I liked Silver for some reason.
I feel like Shadow is like, that one makes sense to me.
Yeah.
More than Amy Rose or Tails, because he's like
the bad
Sonic, but emo. Like,
yeah,
he has the angst.
Rouge the Bat. She got titties.
True.
She got major titties. Like, why? None of the other girls have titties. What the fuck?
Whoever designed her was like already just well into being a furry.
They're like, you know what?
Gotta give this bad titties.
I don't understand. There's a lot of other ones like that, like Banjo-Kazooie had female characters, and like Cinder the dragon from Spyro had a lot of like fans and art. I was like, I get it. There's just so many reasons why we're all fucking furries.
Just like so much of that media, like so much of the media, the like movies and the video games that we grew up with were just like all had anthropomorphized animal characters.
Right.
So it's like you kind of I don't know, it's just like growing up sort of idolizing these characters the way that kids idolize any characters. If you kick my mic. Like, it just sort of meshes together, I guess.
Right. Another one. KK Slider.
Yeah!
You know, I noticed.
I remember talking about that when New Horizons came out and when we were sitting here, like, waiting for, or I think it was when he first came to our towns.
It's the fucking eyebrows,
yeah,
man.
And we're like, first of all, why is this dog naked? Second of all, why is he hot?
Hot naked dog.
Like, I've never looked at any other Animal Crossing character and been like, they could get it, but like, KK Slider could get it.
Only guitarist clothes.
You're right, though, it's the eyebrows.
He got them eyes.
He's not the only Animal Crossing character that has eyebrows, though.
He's the only one with, like, the main characters that really have eyebrows.
Yeah. There's a lot of villagers.
Rossetti hot because he just eyebrows.
See, Rossetti got too much eyebrows. There's a balance.
I don't know, the man knows his holes. This episode is also cursed.
This episode's cursed for a different reason. Oh, we cursed it the moment we went, let's talk about furries for an episode.
Yeah. Oh, the bear from Brother Bear. He's hot.
Yeah.
The main
it's
character.
Like the expressions.
It is. They just like animate these characters and they have human expressions and that's why you're attracted to them, I guess.
Mm. This just in, you're actually only attracted to faces and titties.
I mean, yeah. I knew that already. Although thighs are a big part of it, too. You know, gargoyles is why I'm a monster fucker. Like, have you ever seen any of those character designs? They're amazing.
Right? Like, yeah. You know who else, though? Fucking Shenzi is hot.
Shenzi.
The hyena.
Oh!
Like, the hyenas are supposed to be
Goldberg
gross.
hyena. Yeah.
But, like, again, she got eyebrows.
Hot.
She also has cool hair.
Yeah. Well, she's also, like, pretty much the mastermind of the hyenas, so...
Yeah.
Also...
Here's the thing, though. Any of those characters are only hot in the animated version. Like, the quote-unquote live-action version.
Because they don't have eyebrows.
Because they just,
they're
like, are animals.
just animals, so it's like,
But, like, the animated ones, hot. Make them more realistic, not hot.
Well, it's because I don't want to fuck an animal.
Well, yeah.
You know?
But that's where the confusion comes in, because you're, like, registering that this is an
like
animal,
this...
but you're like, why are you hot?
Yeah.
This shouldn't be happening. But also, I wanted to talk about, which we still need to watch this movie, find out where to watch it. I was thinking about the werewolves in Van Helsing.
Ugh.
Hot.
They're so hot.
I remember watching that movie when I was a kid, and like at the end when she gives him the antidote or whatever, so he turns back, just being like, but why though?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
why?
I wanna be werewolf.
I mean, like,
he's cool.
I get it, because like in that story they actually like go on murderous rampages and can't really control themselves.
Yeah.
But like, in the meantime,
for the narrative though, that he like kind of had control of himself because he's Van Helsing, so he's like more willpower or whatever, because he still like went off and like intentionally just went after Dracula after he transformed, except for when he killed what's her face, but that was an accident. Point is, he was hot.
Just like as I'm dying, like just stay like this for a little longer. I'm almost out, you know.
Just let me look at you a little longer.
He's hot though.
He is.
It's the pecs. It's like, I don't know. Do we have fear kinks? Like, if this character could rip me apart, he's hot.
That would explain my attraction to a lot of women.
Right? That would explain my attraction to just about anybody.
Like, just listen, every time I see a woman do something like with a sword or like kick somebody's ass, I'm like, God, please do that to me.
That's why I'm so attracted to orc women. Like, honey, buff lady, yes.
I'm just thinking about the general from Black Panther.
Yeah.
And just the whole, all of those ladies.
Just every Black Panther character.
Yeah.
Could get it.
Could so get it.
Oh, boy. We're just too fucking horny.
It's true.
We just need to be stopped.
Here's why I'm a monster fucker. The fucking, the Zoras from Ocarina of Time, when they started being pretty,
yeah,
could get it.
Yeah. I do like their Breath of the Wild designs.
Yeah.
I did previously like their Ocarina of Time designs. Because, yeah, I remember barely, but I remember what they look like. But they had, like, the shark heads at that point.
That was another one that I wanted to bring up, though. Breath of the Wild. The
Rito!
All the non-human characters could get it. But especially, like, Sidon and, for me, personally, Tiba. Because he's the Rito who helps you get into Vaught Meadow.
He hot. It's the eyebrows.
Yeah, and he's got, like, the cool braids and, like...
He's, like, snowy white, and you're like, yeah.
It's like a master marksman. Like, Rivali could get it if he wasn't such a bitch.
Rivali could get it if he wasn't so pompous.
Yeah.
But, like, you could be grumpy without being a dickhead. Like, I forgot his name already. The other bird was.
Tiba. Yeah, because he was also a grouchy.
Yeah.
But then he was like, oh shit,
like,
this kid can, like, do some shit. Alright, we're cool.
He's like, fuck off, I'm busy trying to save my whole tribe.
Yeah.
Alright. Wait a minute. You can shoot! Let's go!
Also, Cass.
Cass could get it. He has a sweet little family, but he could get it on the side.
Listen, there's a reason he's got, like, 12 kids.
Yeah, probably. I love that they're all, like, different colors of the rainbow.
I love Cass.
Every time I hear his music, it's just, like, immediate serotonin.
Right?
Like, I bet.
It's about me.
I could not fuck a Goron, though.
I feel like it would hurt.
Yeah, those are not...
Like, they're kind of just made of rocks.
Yeah. I do like the Daruk. Mm-hmm. I like his beard mostly, but...
Yeah. Like, he has a really cool... Like, he's hot.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't.
I'm
I
with
just
you.
couldn't.
Just, I don't feel like that would be a good time for
No.
me.
I want you to crush me, but in a different way. Yeah, pretty much like any character from Zelda except for the Goron could get it.
Yeah.
Gerudo could get it.
Oof.
Gerudo ladies. They fall into the category of giant ripped ladies.
Yeah. They're
And
basically like
so
brown
great.
Amazons.
Yeah. Well, Amazons, are they supposed to be like brown people?
I don't know. I guess I'm
POCs?
thinking about like Wonder Woman, so of course they're all white. But anyway, yeah. No, the Gerudo, Lady Urbosa. See, that's another one where I just like, I look at her and I'm like, I just want you to punch me in the face.
Yeah. Any character that could like be used in the Death by Snoo Snoo memes, I'm like, yeah, please. We are too horny. We really are. We've like devolved from talking about furries to talking about just regular
Now we're
characters
just
that
being
we would
thirsty.
fuck.
It didn't even. It started out being why our generation is furries, and now we're just talking about who we bang.
Yeah, I see. This is why we're furries. We get attached to all of these characters, and they have human qualities, or backstories and storylines, and we're like, yeah, that character's a badass. Would fuck. So something that goes hand in hand is like, I think that the furry fandom gets like a bad rap. I think here's what it breaks down to is when people attach to characters, they apply their specific like fetishes to said characters, and that's it wherein it like gets iffy to me, and like shit that I don't like, I'm like,
Yeah. Here's the thing. I feel like another thing, one of the big things I think that people like look at the furry fandom and are like, oh no, it's just that it's like everybody thinks you just want to fuck animals.
yeah.
But like it's not bestiality, it's just I'm thirsty.
Yeah. Well, I think something that also kind of contributes to like people who wear fursuits is like they are hidden behind the suits. It's kind of like a mask you put on a character to not be yourself. Mm-hmm. Which is like, it's scary for some people. They don't really know how to react to that.
Yeah. Well, and I also think that that's one of those things that, like, if you want to roleplay, more power to you. But when you roleplay in public, that is sexual harassment in a way, because you're against their consent involving other people in your kink.
In your bedroom.
And that goes for a lot of things that people do.
Yeah.
Like, and even if it's not necessarily like a sexual thing for you, I think a lot of people then just associate fursuits with sex.
Yeah.
So like if you see somebody in a fursuit in public, you're like,
oh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Or even like those people who will like put on a collar and a leash and walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's also just a weird sexual thing that you are doing in public, and other people are not down for that.
Yeah, the problem with furries is that, like, it's almost impossible to separate the people who do want this as a fetish from the people who just want to appreciate the art.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to tell who the hell is who, really.
And that's the thing, too, is, like, I feel like a lot of that, those people, like, converge, but you don't know when somebody's talking about it, if they're talking about it in, like, a fetishy way, or just, like, a this is cool kind of way.
Yeah. And I think that goes for every fandom. Like, the reason why Undertale was disturbed, or, like, I guess the reason why Undertale is, as a fandom, not one of my favorites, is that there's certain parts of fandoms that every fandom has that just sexualizes it.
Yeah.
And listen, I really get being horny. There's been, like, 30 minutes of this episode of me just being horny. Like, I get it. I do. But it doesn't have to be everywhere. And it's fine if you want to have your area of the fandom to do that. But when it's just blatant and in your face, it takes away from other people who are just enjoying it for the story or for the characters.
That's like, I feel like, again, the same thing with just the furry fandom, but any fandom is like, there's going to be that sexualized portion of it, and that's fine for the most part. There are some lines that I do not think you should cross. But it's like the furry fandom is known because people sexualize everything, and that's what people outside the fandom see. They're like, oh, these people just want to, like, bang animals. That's really weird. And it's sort of like that's what's shoved in your face. And it gets really frustrating with other fandoms that are not, like overtly coming from a sexual thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to bring up Steven Universe.
Yeah.
For example. There are, like, so many things that I enjoy that have been, like, ruined by the fandom, and there are things that at this point I'm like, this is an innocent thing, but if I tell people that I like this thing, they go, ooh.
Yeah.
And Steven Universe is one of those things. And, like, My Little Pony.
They automatically assume you're part of that bad fandom.
Yeah. There's, like, part of it with Steven Universe is that people, like, weirdly sexualize and ship all of the gems.
Yeah.
Which, like, shipping is fine, but, like, I feel like at the peak of Steven Universe's run, like, it got really bad. And that's, like, all you would see would just be, like, over-sexualized fan art of the gems.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is a children's cartoon. They're the moms. Like, calm down, slow down. I don't like this.
I think that there should just be, to put it simply, a space for that. Like, you need to tag your shit in the right places so that... This is another thing of, like, the brony fandom, is, like, you need to tag your shit so that when some little girl, little boy, little person is looking for these characters that they are attached to, they don't find that shit.
Right. Like, listen, Rule 34 and all that, you can do whatever you want with your fan art, but you need to put it in the right place.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to just be in everybody's face, and it shouldn't just be, like, the most common and present thing in searches, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if...
Logan. He's bumping the mic.
Like... I hate that if I were to, like, go and just Google Rainbow Dash right now, I would get a couple of pictures, probably, of just her from the cartoon, and then there'd be some weird inflation bullshit that's something that comes up way too much, which I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't understand.
There are kinks that I get, although I do not, like, partake, but, you know, there's things that I'm like, okay, I get it, I guess. But that one, I hate it. I hate it. But it shows up all the time. If I'm just on Google, I'll get, like, 4 or 5 images down, and there would be some like that.
Or it's like the diaper shit. I always get that. And I'm like, what is this? I don't No!
It's nasty.
I'm just like, I'm so not a fan of it. That it's just, when it's not where it needs to be, I'm just a little disturbed by it. Yeah. And I get why people, when I say, you know, I like this fandom or this fandom, people are like, oh. Because that's, you know, that's the idea that you get from a lot of people. Well, and for the longest time, Minecraft was looked down on. Like, some fucking game for just people who didn't know how to interact. Which, like, that could be said for any online game.
I feel like Fortnite is the current Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, there is just a thing that will come up, and when, like, 12-year-olds think it's great, and it's just, like, the hottest shit in middle school or whatever.
Yeah.
It is suddenly every adult has to hate it, which I don't understand.
Yeah.
Personally, like, I don't like Fortnite. I love the aesthetic of Fortnite.
It's
I think
cute.
the designs are great, but
It's
I,
colorful.
you know, we tried to play it, and I just don't care for it. It's not my type of game, but, like, there are so many people, you know, we sell a lot of this stuff at work and whatever, and so many people, like, other adults that I work with, or, like, parents who come in, will just, like, you mention Fortnite, and they're like, oh, God, I hate that. Like, why? It's just a game.
Because anything that kids or girls like is stupid and dumb and shouldn't.
But it's like, Minecraft used to be the same way,
Yeah.
and it's less that way now. For some reason, like...
It's because PewDiePie started playing Minecraft, so everybody's like, oh, it's cool again now. Which, like, I've always liked it. I always thought, you know, sweet, fucking adult, or I guess online Legos,
yeah,
you know?
Infinite Legos.
Infinite Lego.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a fun and cute game, and we need to stop bagging on people for just enjoying something that isn't harmful.
Well, and that's what, like, that's how, I'm, like, so sad now that that Undertale became so cringe because of the fandom.
Yeah. Because the
that
message
game
was really
is
good.
genuinely so good. Like, that game made me feel so many things.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah, like, I cannot usually, like, watch, play, or read anything, like, more than once in succession. Like, I beat it and I'm good for a while. But I played that game through, like, all of the times. Well, I did a neutral run, and then I found out that there are different ways to play it, and I did a pacifist run, and then I got halfway through No Mercy run, and then I literally got depressed because I killed Undyne, and I was like, I'm a horrible, horrible person, I hate everything!
Yeah.
And then I think I watched Game Grumps play it because I couldn't do it myself, but, like,
Yeah.
I played through or watched that game several times in a row because it's so good, and the story is so good, and the characters...
Well,
but then it just, like, people were like, huh, fat skeleton sexy, and now it's like, oh no, you can't talk about that game.
Nope.
Like...
And that's how I feel about Steven Universe, is, like, it has such a kind message that needs to be heard by a lot of kids now.
Bella,
and even just, you know, even just people who need to hear it. Like, but... You know, you say you like Steven Universe, and it's like, I don't understand why there's such a reel back.
Right.
But,
well, part of it, too, is, like, because I've seen this from other people in the fandom, where it's, like, A, there's the over-sexualized part of it, and then B, there's their, like, aggressively, like, over-the-top SJW types who are,
which
like...
ruin it.
Yeah.
Like...
Just the, like... I hate this word, but the epitome of Tumblrina people, you know?
Yeah.
That just, like, worship Rebecca Sugar like she's fucking the god of animation and storytelling, which, I mean, she's great, but calm down.
Can we tone it down a little bit? Yeah. That's another, you know, people put her on a pedestal. Bella, there's nothing in there. She's trying to get under my ottoman, but there's nothing there.
She might have kicked a ball under there or something. Did you
put
lose your ball
in there?
Don't hit this table. You don't hit the table either.
But I think that inherently fandoms aren't bad. Like, fandoms aren't the toxic... Fandoms aren't only the toxic parts of them. Like, there's great artwork, and I'm thinking, you know, The Last Airbender. It's just kind of a generally, like I only see, like, good headcanons and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and occasionally, you know, you'll see the random, like, bad take, but, you know, you don't have to take that.
Yeah. Well, and that's, like, I just wish every fandom would be like that.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. I rarely see anything, like, nasty coming out of the Last Airbender fandom. It's, like... And maybe it's because of I don't know, the depth of the show.
Maybe.
Or, I don't know. But, I don't know. Or just how old it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about that show that has, like, kept the fandom relatively tame. But, like, that's what I love about fandom, is when you're just, like, scrolling through whatever, or you're, like, looking through the tags for it if you want to, or, like, I find, just because of the resurgence of The Last Airbender coming back on Netflix a few months ago, like, every once in a while I just find, like, really fun shit on TikTok where people are just like, listen, I just realized a thing. And, like, I love that so much.
Yeah.
But, like, that's the shit I love. I love seeing people's artwork and, like,
their
like
headcanons.
The headcanons and, like, their theories and, like, going through and overanalyzing shit. I love reading people overanalyzing stuff.
Same.
Like,
there was a lot
I'm
of
so
that.
here for that. But then...
That's all I want in a fandom. Like,
right.
That's what I'm here for. I want to hear, you know, like, funny interactions that you've written between characters, or, you know, whatever memes that they might fit into, or, you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for negative bullshit about different shit that I don't really care about.
Yeah. And, like, again, there should be a place for that. You know, it's, you can do what you want with whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, it needs to stay in its lane.
Yeah. I think that the reason why fandoms get such a bad rap is because they're kind of in this echo chamber.
Yeah.
And they just kind of snowball. They have, like, one, you know, person who's like, oh, well, this is bad because this and this and this. And then another person is like, hey, you're right. It's bad because this and this and this. We should cancel them immediately. No more of this. And, you know, it explodes into something that makes it not fun for anybody else.
It's like politics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about what political fandom you're in the comments.
I'm in the Ben Shapiro sucks his own wiener fandom.
Well, he's certainly never touched a pussy before.
Yeah, he doesn't know about them getting wet.
Or if he has, he ain't doing it right.
I love, too, how his wife was like, yeah, this is fine.
That poor woman, honestly.
I don't think she's a poor woman. I think she's kind of stupid to just...
I'm debating whether she's, like, an actual organic human being. Like, she could be like a...
Might be like a...
Speaking of fucking weird things, can we talk about... and androids. Now I'm just thinking about fucking Krillin and number 18 getting married and having a kid.
Yeah, how did that happen? Do you think the people designing her were like, yeah, this bitch is gonna need some ovaries? They're like, she's hot, so we have to.
I don't remember his name, but the crazy dude who built her was like, okay, so we have 17, dude, okay, 16, or no, was it, she was 18, right? Or were they 16 and 17 or 17 and 18? I don't remember. Whatever.
Know.
The fucking girl android built her and was like, I'd hit that.
We gotta fix it up.
And then she, like, almost killed everybody, and Krillin was like,
that's hot. I'm Krillin.
Same.
Small and worthless.
At least you have a nose.
True. Sometimes I wish I didn't. No. You can't put that on the podcast.
I'll bleep it out.
Gonna have to cut out this whole part because nobody's gonna know what's happening.
I'll just bleep out just that little bit and they can listen to us laugh for 5 minutes.
Oh no. But yeah.
But anyway, back to fandoms.
I wonder what it is about certain fandoms that kind of breed that energy. Because not every fandom has it, but a lot of them do. Like, I remember...
You don't need to go bark at Julianne. I wonder if you can hear her. Like the video if you can hear Julianne.
She barking.
She barking. But anyway, I don't know, it's like, I feel like it's like innocent things. Concepts have like the most horrible fandoms.
I think it's just because you're expecting a wholesome fandom and you're not going to get it.
Maybe. I'm just thinking about that, like...
Supernatural had a bad fandom.
That's true.
Whatever. Doctor Who had a bad fandom. And Sherlock, yeah.
Like, oh god, the Super Who-lock people.
Yeah. We were there. In the Tumblr
I was there for Misha Apocalypse.
Oh god. I actually thought that was kind of funny.
It was funny.
I was like, okay.
I love when I see, like, posts on Tumblr every once in a while where somebody will reference it, or, like, an old post will go around and somebody will be like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I've been here for so long.
I've been here for too long. Too long. Yeah, like, maybe it's Tumblr. Just Tumblr.
I will say, when they banned porn on Tumblr,
got a lot cleaner.
The community got so much nicer. Like, all of those
it's
crazy,
like, city ordinance to pick up your trash.
It's like all of the people who just went berserk about it and were like, well, I'm leaving if I can't have porn on here.
They left.
And now everybody else is like, this is nice.
Wow. But now where will I find my fandom porns?
Here's the thing. It's still there.
I mean, yeah, like a lot
also,
of the Reddit
stuff. You can look at anything you want on Reddit.
That's true.
Reddit is also a bad, just like...
It's like an rough echo chamber, another one of those where it's just like, you go in certain subreddits and you're like, oh no, why did I wander here?
Yeah. Well, even like the subreddits that I enjoy are still like, they're very repetitive.
Yeah.
And it's like I'll even use, because I am in r/rabbits because rabbits.
Yeah.
But it's like every single post is the exact same thing. It's like bunnies napping or bunnies flailing or bunnies eating something crunchy. Like, I'm here for it, but I'm looking at the same 3 things over and over again.
Yeah.
It's just the rabbit's just a different color.
Yeah. I think those like subreddits are like, add it to your feed so that occasionally you'll just get a picture of an animal and you're like, oh, nice.
Like, oh, this is cute.
Yeah, I'm in r/German Shepherds, and I'm like, I don't know what I expected, but it's only pictures of German Shepherds, and I'm like, you know what, yeah.
Same with, like, I mean, I guess any of the animal ones.
Yeah.
But,
I'm
in, like,
on r/horses.
Rare puppers and...
I don't follow that one.
Same with gardening and, like, the plants one. It's just, like, all pictures of people's monsteras and, like, squash.
I keep wanting a monstera because I don't know. Plants has a lot of memes. Like, r/plants does.
True.
Has a lot of plant memes. And I'm like, all of these are accurate.
I feel like right now, just because in, like, the gardening and the plants one, mostly in the gardening one, I guess, it's, like, harvest season, so it's just all you scroll through, and it's like, squash! Squash! Even, like, the Animal Crossing one is all, like, very
it's all
similar.
The same. Or it's some, like, stupid meta meme where it's like, oh, Raymond in boxes, 5 billion go.
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up. That joke has been used so fucking much. I don't care. I think anywhere you go on the internet is going to be toxic.
Yeah. The internet is just a nasty, horrible place. Why did we make it?
I mean, it is great, but you have to take the nastiness with a grain of salt, really.
You have to, like, sift through.
Yeah. Just, YouTube
It's just like
YouTube comments are infamous for being awful, awful things. Like, it's just the thing. You don't read the comments.
Yeah.
So,
Here's the thing, though, is yeah, that's a thing that YouTube comments are infamous for being awful, because they are. But if you actually look through them, it's like, the vast majority of them are just like, oh my god, I love you, like, oh my god, you're inspiring me so much, and this and that. Which is great. And it sucks that there's, like, the horrible people who end up being the top comments for just being nasty.
Yeah.
So you, like, can't even get through to, like, the nice stuff. That's just, like, an analogy for fandoms. You just have to wade through the nasty to get to the good stuff.
Yeah. It's like, every, like, new show that we all watch together, I'm kind of afraid to, like, go on to, Twitter or wherever to just, like, look for stuff for the fandom. Like, that's why we had to go shopping for stuff for My Hero Academia.
Because
instead of, like, looking for stuff on the internet, because it's oof. Yeah. So, we'll just, get our merchandise.
Yeah.
And just think about the show by ourselves, I guess.
Because, like, anime's really bad about
anime
that, too.
Is just, like, I hate to say it, but anime has so many bad tropes that make me not want to watch it, so it's kind of inciting that from the fandom, and I'm like, I don't want it.
Listen, the pedo creepy character, never funny, not ever going to be funny.
No.
Stop.
I just, I hate that any anime I watch, I have to, there is going to be that character, and I'm just going to have to ignore it if I want to enjoy an anime.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Mineta.
Yeah, fucking nasty ass little grape-headed bitch.
And I'm like, if you like anime, I don't inherently think that you're a bad person, because, it's become very popularized too now.
I mean, I like anime, but that's one of the reasons that I kind of got out of it is because of, those tropes of whatever the main character girl always has obnoxiously giant titties, and there's always some joke that somebody's face falls into her cleavage for some reason. There's, panty shots all the time. There's always the perv character.
And then you go back and you're like, isn't this character 16 years old? What the fuck? So it's just...
I'm thinking about, what's it called? Kill la Kill.
Yeah.
Which is, I liked the characters, I liked the designs a lot, and it was an interesting story. But also the fact that you have, high school characters who are, 15 or 16, and the whole joke of the show is that the clothes that they're wearing, A, is alive.
What?
Yeah. B is, basically 2 sticky notes over the nipples, and that's it.
What the fuck?
Fucking... I can't look it up because you're using my phone, but, look up the main character of Kill la Kill in her, magical girl transformed form.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
The red lady, yeah. I've seen her design. I thought she was, 25 because of the design. Why are all of these... I just, I can't watch high school animes because they're all sexualized.
Yeah.
And I can't...
And, it was fine when I was in high school, but now I'm an adult, and I'm like, you're 10.
Yeah.
And this is gross.
Yeah.
And, it makes me a little uncomfortable just because, I know the creators are well out of high school. I don't know. There's, a fine line, because I know that teenagers are also just horny, and it's not, unreasonable to make kind of sexualized content for them, and whoever's making that isn't going to be an adult, pretty much. But, when it gets to the point that anime does, where it's all very, visual and, real close to being porn.
Yeah.
It's not, to me, I think it's relatively okay for, in a young adult, novel, for there to be a sex scene that's realistic, okay? And depending on how graphic it gets, that's when it gets weird. for me. Like, looking at the author, talking about you, Sarah Maas, you horny bitch. Listen.
I don't know. I'm illiterate. I don't want to know.
Unpopular opinion, I think Sarah Maas is a shitty author. And her books are not very good. And it's all just weird, angsty porn. And rant. But, like... But, like, there's a fine line where it's, like, you're making realistic content for teens and just, like, making weird child porn that you are selling.
I mean, if you want to be horny on main and you want to, like, have these sexualized characters, make them of age.
Right.
Like, at the very least, get them out of high school doing adult jobs and shit. Like, make them adults. Like, it's not that hard.
Like, even if you still want to have the school aesthetic, just put them in college.
Right?
It's like when we were watching Beastars.
Yeah.
And we had to just tell ourselves that they're actually in college because it's very sexual.
Yep.
And it's like, I can't watch this show about basically 15-year-olds, like, having this weird sexual attention and, like, trying to hook up with each other. And it, like...
Not be in high school?
Yeah.
No.
Like, I just have to pretend, given the, like, atmosphere that they're in, that they're actually in college, because
they
otherwise
have, like,
I can't.
dorms, though, right? Yeah. So, like,
it's, like, easier. It was, like...
had to be college, right?
Right. That's why it was easy enough for me to do with that one.
Yeah.
Because they don't mention their ages a lot. Because I feel like when we were watching it the first time, they did mention that they were
like,
in...
What
they were
the
like,
fuck?
Somebody said they were, like, 15 or whatever, and we're like, I thought they were in college. What?
I just remember, like, the offhand comment of one of their students being, like, a stripper. And I was like, oh.
What? The whole, like... storyline, basically, of... Now I can't remember anybody's names. But of the rabbit girl basically just, like, hanging out in the fucking... why is there a bed at the garden shed or whatever? But also that she just, like, hangs out in there and people come in and they're like, let's bang, and she's like, hell yeah! Like,
that show's fucking wild.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. You just kind of, like, gotta accept that it's fucking wild, and then you'll have, like, an alright time watching it, but...
Yeah. I just feel like, because I enjoyed it, and I will continue to watch it probably when they put out more, but, like, I just feel like we sat there and watched it, and after, like, every episode, we'd be like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what's going on right now. Like, I'm having a good time, but I'm confused.
Right.
Maybe a little unsettled. Like,
also, what the fuck? Again, like, you can't make attractive characters in high school. It makes me feel fucking weird. Stop that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's why we're all furries and we hate anime.
Beastars just brought it full circle.
Listen, I would bang the panda guy. He's hot.
Yeah? He could get it.
He could get it.
See, and like you said, though, like... Other characters are hot too, but I feel real weird saying it because they're, like, in high school, but they don't look like they're in high school.
Right? It's the same thing with the other one I was just talking about, My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look like they're in fucking high school.
Some of them do, and some of them don't.
Like, okay, one of them has, like, a baby face. The main character does have, like, a baby face, and you're like, okay, baby. And then, like... He's just, like, immediately ripped, and then you're like,
that's
what the fuck?
They have, like, their little baby faces, and they're so cute, and you meet them, and then they, like, rip off their shirt, and they're fucking ripped, and you're like, what? No! That's not... Why is there a giant man body under that baby face?
I don't get it.
That's not allowed. Why does he have, like, a 12-pack and a baby face?
Yeah.
Fucking the same thing going back to Dragon Ball, like fucking Gohan or Goku in the earlier seasons when he was a kid, but he's like ripped, but he's like 3 feet tall, weird. And he's like baby face and he's got a tail, and then he's just like massive child.
God, what is that?
Goku's another reason I'm a furry.
Monkey form. Giant monkey form. Hot.
Especially, like, every time they make him more of a furry.
Right? When he's got, like, the baboon face and then just, like, giant monkey, I'm like, yeah. You know what? Or he's got, like, the edgy makeup on, and you're like, yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. And Nat had to correct me last time, so I can't remember what iteration it's in. But the one where his transformation is he just is, like, a furry, and he's got, like, the emo makeup on.
He's got, like, a person face, but he's, like, a fuzzy body. He's like a werewolf. Yeah. Weremonkey.
Yeah.
Still hot.
Like,
he hot. I don't make the rules.
The irony of Goku is that, like, Goku could get it, but, like...
He's dumb.
He's definition of himbo. I just love seeing memes of, like, Goku being like, don't know what sex is, and it's like, you have so many kids!
So it's been an hour, over an hour of us talking about being horny and the right places to be horny and the wrong places to be horny.
You're allowed to be horny, but, like, there are rules.
There are specific places for your horny to go.
There's a time and place to be horny.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't have a dick, so I can be horny anywhere and no one has to know about it.
Yeah, but you, like, keep it in your brain.
Yeah, just keep it all inside.
Yeah.
That's like, listen, there's a lot of reasons that, like, I wish I had a dick.
But that's
but
one
then
that
I think
wish
about
I
that
didn't.
and I'm like, I'm glad I don't.
If I was a dude,
I'm literally just horny all the time. Like,
right?
Everyone would know.
Right. That, and I would have probably, like... I'm not gonna put that on the podcast, never mind. No.
Now I'm curious.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Kate, out here keeping secrets.
I would have probably embarrassed myself a lot if I was a dude and it was visual that, you're horny. Yeah. Also, like, I already have, like, crazy horny levels. I don't need any more. Men seem to have, like, more horny levels.
See, I disagree. I feel like we're either at the same level and, like, people just assume that women are horny because, I don't know, whatever. Or, honestly, women are just, like, more horny. But we just know how to deal with it. Or, like, I mean... we're just good at, you don't know.
You just don't know.
If I don't want you to know I'm horny, you don't.
That's why I'm really glad I don't blush.
Do you ever just, like, you're, like, in public, though, and you think about shit, and you're like, this is the moment that someone around me can read my mind?
No. I'm just, like, because I'm never in public. Do you ever just, like, get, like, the very subtlest things just, like, set you off?
Yeah.
Like, one time at work, some dude came in and he, like, rolled his sleeves up and I was like, fuck!
I get it.
Like, why? Monkey brain! Can I help you?
That's my entire problem with TikTok.
Yeah. That's all you have to do. It's just a thirst trap. Everything is a thirst trap.
Like, there are some people, like, we've talked about this, there are some, like, audios on TikTok that I hear, like, the first beat, and I'm like, ooh.
I'm already horny.
Like,
you've, like, conditioned your brain to feel like, oh, well.
Or, like, I keep seeing them recently, all of the ones of, like, people just in leather outfits, but they have the plague doctor mask on, and, like, I just, like, they walk into frame, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. You sent me that one where the one was, like, reacting to the other one.
He just had a sign that was like,
yes,
bird lady, take me now.
You're gonna knock the sign off, Logan.
Logan is a bad whiteboard holder.
He's good if he faces the other way. He's offended.
He also kept trying to kick my table over.
He just has to face the other way.
You gotta turn around. Well,
bye!